Thank you. Margaret Christian on becoming a TV teacher.
Thank you very much. I loved what my students said about creating your own value. And one of the opportunities that teaching on the Video Learning Network or some other network that Penn State has is that you can make Ken happy, who's eager to get students for our own classes, and you can have students in your class and have someone to talk to about what you're really passionate about. And for me, this semester, that's talking about Shakespeare. And so I have 9 or 10 students on this campus who wanted to talk about Shakespeare with me, and 6 students at Hazleton. So that's working out very well for me, and it's working out well for Ken, and I hope it's working out well for all the students. It's also a wonderful way to create your own value by getting in touch with your inner goofball. There are some sides of yourself that you will never know until you start seeing yourself on a video monitor across the room and hear laughter coming from 50 miles away. So it's very rewarding. Now, I wanted to also point out some possible pitfalls. Just because your students have signed up for this VLN class does not mean that they know that they are only going to see an image of you on the screen. My students at Hazleton were, some of them, very disappointed that they couldn't have a conventional teaching experience. And I'm not sure how they signed up for the class without realizing that it was a video class, but it happened, and so in the future I'm going to be emailing all my students over Angel to just make sure that they know. Just because they are registered for a video class does not mean they are experts in technology. One of my students, well, many of them are. And I am happily teaching all over the room because I have a student who very happily commandeered the remote control for the camera. And so instead of using his cell phone or something else that I would disapprove of during the class, he is pushing buttons and operating the camera, and I'm very happy with that. So just because the administration promises to support the class does not necessarily mean that you won't be calling at least once a week to get someone at the remote end to unlock the classroom for your students. So your 2 best pieces of equipment for this class are going to be the phone number for the local help desk staff and the phone number for the remote help desk staff. Just because the administration promised to support the class does not mean that they are going to be happy to support you doing everything in your normal way. At Hazleton, the Director of Academic Affairs wanted me to have the exam available on Angel instead of making copies of a paper exam for my students up there and transmitting the paper exams digitally for me to grade them. And my student, one of them, rebelled. She said, I'm paying for this class. I'm entitled to an equal experience. I'm going to take this exam on paper or I quit. And she won. I backed her up. But the DAA up there is not happy about it. But anyway, just because you're in a Polycom room and it has cameras does not mean that people can see the other students. You need to have the window shades closed if they are sitting anywhere close to a window. And just because you are in a Polycom room does not mean that you don't need backup. So I've conducted one of my class sessions by conference phone at the last minute because the equipment for some reason was not working. And I've also used the batteries that were left for me in the podium to put into my microphone. So, good luck, have fun, enjoy being a TV teacher.
Thank you, Margaret.
Margaret, did you feel like the remote students got a different experience than the local ones? 'Cause that's one thing they warn you a lot about, is that it's not really fair to have some local students and some remote. You know, that it's harder for the remote ones to ask questions and feel more part of it. Did you get that sense at all?
Well, I'm trying to be very sensitive to that, and I have 6 there and 9 here, so I just go back and forth, calling on them, asking them to read Hamlet, asking the near students to read Hamlet. And I've actually had, Peter at my end and Susanna at Hazelton, in dialogue reading the Shakespeare together. The lag is not too bad. I don't know if it's a solid 2 seconds but
I overcame that with Burks by going back and forth between 2 campuses.
Right.
Sometimes Burks and sometimes here.
right.
Because it might be more difficult with him.
Well, I did drive up there to drive those students to the Shakespeare play that we saw together, and made them ride with me in a 5-seatbelt car. One of them couldn't go, but anyway, so I'm trying to be a real person to them instead of just an